Yes, come in, come in.
Hello, I have something to talk to you. I'm sorry for
Please have a seat, yes.
I have a question for you.
Well, yes, of course. Ask me whatever.
Well, it's a bit of a sensible issue. If it's fine to talk right now, it's really important. So.
Of course. Feel like at home. Yes. I'm your friend.
It's about the thing that no employee wants to sit here and say to their boss, but it's about salaries. So,
yes,
I really need a raise. My wife just had a child, and we need a little bit more money to support him as well. And I've been working here for 5 years. I brought a lot of profit for the firm. Only in the last quarter I made £200,000 of profit for the company, so I think I could get a bit more to the salary if that's possible.
I see. Well, you see, at these times it's a very reasonable request, but unfortunately we're having a recession in Europe now, and it's really terrible. You know, other companies like us are closing. But if I have responsibility for 100 more employees and to keep the business in
yes, I know, but thanks to the sales department I'm head of, our sales were a lot better than every other competitor, and that's why we are doing so great compared to them who are closing down. It's mostly thanks to the department I'm head of, so I think that I am a very important asset to this company. So. And I can keep on doing a good job if I get a bit of incentive.
Okay, well, shall we make a deal? Next quarter, you increase your sales by 20% and you get your pay rise.
Right. Okay, ding, 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 ding. Go back to your. Get some advice. Take it further. Is that person satisfied with that? What might you do differently?
Punch him. Such a lovely noise.
Yeah.
So, Theo, I've been just checking some records over here, and I've been comparing you with other employees and asking them about your working, and what comes out is that you were...
I know the numbers are really impressive. Are really impressive for this business. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing such a good job, and I should get a raise. I have really impressive numbers I brought. Really good sales.
Did you have a quick thought about my proposal? What I said to you?
Well, thought about it, and what do you say? Like we divide the raise in two. I get 10% now. And if I manage to get the 20% increase in sales next quarter, I'll get the other 10% of the raise then. But I really need some money right now, so how about we...
Well, this is a worthwhile position on your part. I'm going to take it. But unfortunately, in this company, this is not how it works. We value your proposal, so therefore I will submit it to the company board. And we'll see if they
I'm fully aware that the company board does not deal with the salary increases of the head office, and that is in your power to do. So it really is not necessary to go through all this procedure. You can give me the raise right now. I'm fully aware of the politics of the company, so you can do that. I'm fully sure.
You're telling me what I can do.
No, I'm just referring to the...
Okay, freeze it for a second, freeze it. Well done. Has a realistic tone. We're getting into positioning trap, aren't we? Yeah. We're getting into positioning trap. We've got this good person. Do this. Actually, sorry, boss. The board has nothing to do with it. You have the right to think. You're telling me what I'm doing. They're both the good guy against each other, aren't they? The rules, the moral authority. Yeah. You can continue, you can get some more advice on it, because I want you now to, when you go back to your teams, you can come back and do what you were going to do anyway, but I want you really now to consider the needs of the opponent as much as your own player. Think of the needs as much as the opponent, because it's, I'm not going to say what it is, something is kind of missing. They haven't even mentioned it or acknowledged it. It's just positions. So you can do what you're going to do anyway, but I want you just to think about the needs of the other person as well. To see if you can make some movement in the other person by changing your own person. Off you go.
Okay, so yeah, I understand your situation. So therefore, but you see, we have 100 employees, and at the moment everyone is getting a fair, equal salary. So for this reason, I come up with the thing.
You really don't understand. Like, it's not that I'm egoistic or something, or I'm using this as an excuse, but you know, the childbirth was really difficult, and my wife needs now a surgery because of that, and I really need this raise. I can understand that you have to talk to the board for that, and I'm okay with it. And I really like to work here. I love this company. I work here for so long. But I really need this money right now. You know, I have to take care of my wife. The operation is going to cost us a fortune.
Okay, so
And I have another job offer that can give me more than I asked you for the salary, but I don't want to take it. I want this raise if possible. But if we can't come to an agreement, I'll have to take it for my family. So just consult with the board.
okay, I understand that you're in a difficult position right now, and you really need some money to get the problems with your wife sorted. So therefore, we will pay you in advance from your next month's salary, and then when during next month you increase your results, then we will increase your pay. That way you can pay for your surgeries now, and later on you can advance.
The whole procedure is going to take.
No, I assure you.
It's going to take 4 months. You know, like it's the operation, then all the hospital bills. Like I really need this money. I can't just go. So
Yeah, of course.
really, I'm very serious. I really need this money for my family. If you can't offer me this raise, then I'll take the other job. I'm serious. And you know how precious I am to the company. And so think very good about it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You need money, and we will pay you from your next month's salary today.
No,
Or to your-
no, you don't understand. I need this raise. I need it for my family, and I will work here in the future only if I get this raise. There are others who are begging me to work for them, but I refuse until now because I want to work here. But I can take that offer anytime I want.
I think it would be useful to you to go back to your work and
No.
come to me later when you are.
No. We have to come to an agreement right now.
Freeze it for a second. Freeze it. Are you doing time out? Were you getting a bit frustrated? Did you want to stop it?
I thought it was time to, yeah.
Have a ding, 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 and have something else. Okay. Let's just be honest with our situation out here. The words understanding came up. I understand your position. Sometimes it might need a little bit more than saying I understand your position. They're not magic words. On a totally objective level, I'm not sure I'd be happy having someone like you working for me.
Yeah.
If I'm totally honest
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
It's a strategy. It just proves us how we get into a position we get pulled so much into this bully, this firm tactic. I'm not saying that.
I tried the other first, like the victim, and then it didn't work, so I went into bullying.
Yeah, if you
because
avoid these,
it was the last
if
resort.
you avoid these, you'll probably get more. What do we think about what's happening here?
Frustrated by him.
Yes, because
I felt like he wasn't doing anything to help the situation. Even that little offer of next month, that does fuck all. That'll make it worse in the long run. And I felt like he's just putting on this robotic, like, we're here to help, it's okay, but really he doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
But I think
I felt
he
insulted.
moved.
He felt insulted. He
I really
moved.
felt insulted by
He
the
did
offer.
move. He did move.
His move was
It felt, some people said that you felt insulted. It's a trap, wasn't it? I think Alvin used the word. It's a trap.
I think if you enter into such management issue, you really enter fighting with here.
Yeah.
You should be sure that you will lose, and that's it.
Yeah. You kind of dug yourself a hole
Everywhere.
that's going to be really difficult to get out of.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is yes. Everything we've done has been about relationships, participation, and engagement.
Yeah, but he has a better offer.
Well,
And does he, or is that a lie?
He does.
well, then if that is the
Who
case,
says that?
Go,
If that's the case,
That
you will
might
go. Don't worry.
that offer might not be true.
but that if that is the case, then him taking that better offer?
Because he
Yeah.
has this
I like-
firm,
I like
and your
what-
security.
Yeah, okay. Because now we're twisting it a little bit. It does, if you like someone, you want to maintain a relationship with them. So we need to take objective point of view. Is the behaviour of the threat, is the behaviour, you're very lucky to have me, is that useful in terms of the relationship he wants to cultivate? Yeah.
Well, you know what, actually being objective, maybe in a sales environment it's a really competitive type thing.
Yeah.
And maybe this is the sort of
Mm-hmm.
behaviour that he does want because he knows he'll be out there being a bull-headed,
So what could he say then? What could he say? Go back, get some more advice, mend it. Go for a win-win situation. You have to be flexible and creative. Ding, 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 ding. Try again. Try again.
Consulting.
Consulting with your team.
I'm sorry for my outbreak a moment ago. I understand your point, the point you made. I know you have 100 of employees. It's really hard to be in your shoes, and you have to pay all of them and equally. But I think that I can help you with that. I can make the department a lot more productive. I can work more. I can motivate everybody to work more. You can make out of me an example. Like if you work very good, you can get a raise. That will be an incentive for the other workers to work even harder.
In all honesty, I was hoping you were already doing your best, weren't you?
I'm doing my best, but there is always room for improvement.
Okay.
And that's
Very good. That's what we like in this.
yes.
Continuous improvement. I'm glad you understand it.
Yes.
That's why I hired you in the first place. Do you remember? Yes. Very good. Yes.
And that can be a win situation for all of us. The other employees get more motivated, I get more motivated and have my raise. You can show the board a lot better results in the department you are head of. So that can help you as well in your career. So I think it's a win-win situation for all of us.
So that's really good talking. I like that. I like that. That's why you do such a good job in sales. Yes. However, don't forget that here we're in the office. You're not selling
Yes,
me a
I'm
product
sorry,
right
old
now.
habits
So
die
you
hard.
did that very good. So for this reason, I think we have the special insurance fund in our company to cover accidents like this. So we will give you a portion of money from this insurance fund, and then it's interest free, and then later on you can just.
So is this a loan or is this a
Yeah,
bonus?
it's sort of like a loan from the company, but it's interest free, so you still win. And then when you have increased your results, then you will get the rest.
You took a break, yeah.
He's learning.
I think I heard you wrong. You meant bonus, not loan, yes? I think I heard you. I think I heard you wrong. You meant bonus, not loan, yes?
Yeah. When you have increased your sales, then yes.
No. The money from the insurance system. Yes.
Yes,
No,
I'm
that-
really glad that I'm really glad that you can
I'm sorry, but I think you don't really get my situation. You know that my child is born and I'll have to tend for him for my wife. So I would prefer something more sustainable, like a little bit every month and just a lot at once. So I would still prefer a raise, and I think that is also better for the balance, for the budget of the company, like to give a raise instead of a bonus. So can we still come back to the old agreement with a raise? Okay, not 20%. How about 15% raise? Is that acceptable?
I'm not really sure, because you said you have a problem and I just offered to solve your problem. So
Yes, but sustainable increase, you know, like a little bit every month, than just everything right now, because I have to raise that child, not he's born and it's just now.
Okay. So how about from today we start with the insurance, and then as we go along we review your results, and then we can see if that's worthwhile.
Okay, freeze it for a second. This is fascinating, isn't it? There was an opportunity, there was some kind of movement, because you had this major problem, he's trying to solve it, and then it's so good. What are you feeling now, you guys there? You're tense, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm very proud of Theo.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's on a knife edge, isn't it? It's one way. And we can see this struggle. He's doing very well. He's continuing strategy, and but he's fighting this demon inside him. He's such a clever guy. He's got a really clever answer in his head somewhere, but it could take us back into that trap. And he's but it's quite tense. How do you think he's doing though?
Very well.
Yeah, brilliant. How do you think he's doing? Sorry, yeah, how's he doing?
Yeah, great.
Well, you see that there's more hard work and movement happening on this side. Probably more challenging to be an employee than a...
He's cool. And it was a great tactic to say that's kind of like to the agreement of...
Good use of language, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's fascinating to watch. Okay, do we need to see the final bit, or do we want to... Can we run the risk of it all falling in the wrong direction, or... Is there anything else you need to say to your person? Samir,
No, I want to say to both, find their self in the middle.
Yeah.
Instead of 20, give him 10 and over.
Yes.
No wonder there's no movement over here.
You're going to have a child one day.
There is no magic, unfortunately. Could be there's a reality here. Reality here, reality there. Seems to me there's been some movement in terms of, alright, I understand your main problem, the one you've mentioned the most. We can solve that, and then we can go on in this direction. And Theo is sort of like going, yes, but I really need this, I want this. Because he's going to go home to his wife, and she's going to say, did you get a raise? And he'll go, no,
I
sorry.
got alone.
and then she'll say to him, well, you can be alone then. Okay. I think this movement, it's not ideal, but we don't live in an ideal world. And isn't it exciting? Oh my God, we feel like we want to conduct it. We go, and we don't have that luxury when we're subjected, because the emotions that you would have in a real life situation, they're related to needs, which are related to rights. They bring out in us this, I'm right, this is my position. And then that makes it easier for the other person to bring back some of these behaviours. And we saw when I was playing with Chris, and when I was playing with Samir and Albert, how if you do one of these less useful behaviours, it brings another one back. So we get into that sort of thing, and we're seeing it here. We'll take a vote. Do you want to have a break, or do you want to see this concluded? Or are we going to think,
It is already.
we're going in the right direction?
It is.
Or who thinks we're kind of going in the right direction? Hands up if you think that.
That's kind of good.
Who thinks it's going in the wrong direction? Okay, you'll see. So do you put your hand up if you want to see us spend another 30 seconds, a minute on this? Okay, guys. Keep with it. Let's get it done.
So, okay.
I'm sorry that I interrupted.
Okay, there's one thing in the which I think you should be aware of. You see, yesterday your friend Albert was just in my office with a similar story, asking for 10% pay rise, and the day before his friend Samir was in the office asking for 10% pay rise, and the day before Ivan also your colleague was asking for 10%
So you're meaning
pay
that
rise.
you're
So
trying to tell me that you gave all of them a pay
I'm
rise?
trying to tell them that I really do want to help you, but if I give you that pay rise, all your colleagues will hate you.
I have a question.
The
Which
situation-
one of my colleagues, which one, me or my colleagues have sold the most last month?
Well, you're all doing quite well. You know, 1 month you're up,
Just
then
the-
another month Samir is up, so you're...
Okay.
You're
A final.
all pay rise.
How about like
You're-
Like, you go and ask the
Excuse me,
board.
boss, he's better than me.
How about you discuss this with the board, and if they agree for a pay rise of 20%, it's good because it's not your problem anymore, and I get everything.
Okay, so I take it to the board that we make a general pay rise 5% to all employees.
No, I'm not here. I'm not a union member. I want 20% for me, you know.
So you want me to go up to the board and say that out of our 100 employees, I want to raise the pay for Theo 20%.
You want to raise the pay for your best employee by 20%.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
He's asking him. You're asking the board that.
Yeah.
Yes, I will ask the board for a pay rise for the best.
Board said yes, yes.
Here's also the word. Maybe
Sandra.
there is one more thing that Theo could do, like have a paper like with the signature of all employees, like that we are agreed that he get a support to get a raise because of that situation.
I can see that happening in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Can you sign this? Yeah, sure, it's not real money.
You understood that wrong. They all came inside to ask for a pay raise for me, not for themselves.
But that happened. What do you think? It happened,
No,
like with the signatures.
People going around, it may happen, yeah. But it could cause more resentment in a sense later on. I don't know. Well, I'm interested. That may. Albert, did you want to say something? Sorry, Dennis.
I think this will go back now.
Yeah.
Last point, now it goes back.
Yeah.
Then it's very hard to come to where you were before.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's a position of avoidance. Now, once you receive this avoidance, it's when you say, I'm going to go to the board, it's like, okay, it's not me now. There is like 10 people bringing decision, and which most probably like 99% will come with negative decisions for you. So you lost even your 5%, your insurance, whatever. So I think
if I mean Theo,
even I can see his face, how irritated he was, and offering this last.
Every offer I got from here, I felt it like he was mocking me, you know, like he was offering me a loan, like no money, he was offering me credit.
So you react emotionally to a business situation.
In the beginning you were negotiating 20%, now in the end you were negotiating about 10, 25, 15.
I think the
you
point
get
that you're making is, Albert, if I may say so, is there was a bit of inflexibility here.
Exactly.
And we had movement earlier on, and you presented, I have this problem with my wife, she needs the operation. We have a fund, we can lend you money from the fund without interest. Okay, so that you know, is a useful solution. But in a sense, positions, interests and needs, there's a pride issue. I came in here for a raise and I'm not going until I get a raise. You know, can sacrifice lots of things. I just want to, because I think there was movement. When we tried again, we kind of went back a bit. But we've seen that this really creative, alpha male salesperson is strong enough to be able to say, I'm sorry for my approach earlier. And this guy, I hope you run a business one day. We can try that, you know, we'll try it, might not work. Here's a possibility. There's a very famous, it's a grid, and I love it because it's not a triangle.